Hig, did you get that caller we had earlier in the day?
Well, I don't have it on me yet.
All right, well, we're going to get to that because a caller rang during a segment we run called Get Stuffed, Purple. And
stand by.
I think you need to... Oh, you have it ready, Hig?
Here we go.
Here we go.
The purple-headed warrior. I'm an Essendon supporter. I'm over the water, Sada. And then on Saturday in the rub, he said, we got smashed, but 22 points is not getting smashed. So he needs to think about his words. Yeah. He can get stuffed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Purple. What do you got to say to that, young man?
Not for the first time an Essendon supporters had a go at me, JB. I'm not sure I've got any Essendon supporters remaining on Twitter because I've blocked, I reckon, about 5,500 of them, I think, in the last 6 months to 12 months. And,
well, as we always say, it's opinion and everyone's entitled to it, except Spud.
Yes, exactly. Who's always wrong?
Look at
there goes the bird
there
again.
It is. We're getting the bird just flowing everywhere from the Melbourne studios. Time it is for the Midweek Rub. Bill and I, of course, here in Adelaide. Joining us in Adelaide is the Purple-headed warrior, Damien Barrett, newsbreaker extraordinaire. Hello, Purple.
Hello, JB, Bill.
Purple.
And back in the studio, have a look at him.
What's going on?
Come on, Spud.
I get asked to come in here, and I'm looking forward to do the show, and I thought it'll be great with me and Warrior. We'll have a coffee. We'll talk about what we're going to talk about on the Rub.
Yeah.
And he's over there dagging around with him. What's going on, Warrior?
Footy show tomorrow night, and we came over also with Gary Lyon. He came over today too.
Yeah, Bill, I've heard it's a real wanker type setup from Gaz. I've heard at the airport, Tredder's trying his best, getting an interview with yourself and JB. And
That's it.
obviously Sam. And Gaz, I'm led to believe, did a exit stage left.
Yes.
He did.
Got in a limo.
That's it.
And then, Bill, you did the right thing, the team thing, to say, Gaz is in the car, get out.
Yeah.
He didn't get out of the car. He just put his little white pinky on the electric window. It came down, and he's done the interview with Treaders sitting down.
Through the car window with his sunnies on.
Not with his sunnies on as well.
Yes, sunnies on.
Sunnies.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to come in Saturday and have a word to Gaz. He's really lost it.
You've heard correct. You've heard correct.
That's
Everything you said is spot on.
That's a real wanker type setup, JB. You're going to run with that on the...
Mate, I hope so. I hope we've got good vision of it because I couldn't believe it. I mean, hey, Warren's a friend of all of ours and he comes out to the airport, so you stop and say something, Spud.
Well, he's Adelaide's own, Treaders.
Exactly
over there,
right.
He's bigger than Ben Hur, and Gaz is giving him donuts, tumbleweed.
Absolutely giving him nothing.
And he's sick, is he, Gaz?
Yeah, he's not.
He's always sick.
He's not good. He's
Doc White's
sick. We all know about it, don't we?
Hey, and the other thing I saw, I don't know whether you saw it Monday night, Purple, was a show we absolutely love. Open mic, where the commissioner, the Godfather, latches onto some talent. Yep. And this week it was none other than Spud's man, Loewe.
Loewe.
Stewie Lowe.
Loewe.
And it was a fascinating insight into an unbelievably good footballer, Bill.
Well, 1 hour show, of course, open mic on the couch. And we all know how tight Spud and Loewe are.
Yep.
Me and Loewe. We did this, we did...
Get on with it, Bill.
Not one mention. Not one mention. For 1 hour. 1 hour, not one mention.
Oh, no.
But I tell you who he did mention.
Who?
Trevor Barker, fair enough.
Yes.
Plugger Lockett, Banger Harvey.
Yes.
Jamie Shanahan. Jamie Shanahan.
I got to be honest.
Hang on, Laser Vidovic. Laser Vidovic.
Gordon Fode.
Come on,
Jamie
Spud.
Lamb. And not one mention of old Spud Regis.
Spud.
I got to be honest, JB. I watched it and I thought, Twanita, I'll go and get a coffee. Then I went and got a cup of tea, and I just sort of sit down, and he's going to mention me now.
At some stage.
Me and Loewe did this. Me and Loewe
what he
did
is
that.
today, Loewe.
Is that because you didn't pay him what he did by way of fixing up your house some years ago?
I think it's got a little bit to do with it, Warren. There's an invoice still there with a bit of dust gathering on it in the office at home. I'll fix it up at some stage, Loewe.
Spud, I must admit, I was watching it at my joint thinking he's got to mention Spud.
Sooner or later.
I was flat. I'll tell you what, I thought it was a piss poor open mic. That's what it was.
Well, Spud, I'm with Bill. When he went through the great Trevor Barker, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Plugger, superstar, no problem.
Banger.
And then Banger, well, no worries.
Yeah.
But then when Jamie
Yeah,
Shanahan...
yeah.
Oh, come on,
The longest
Spud.
serving captain till last week, till Rui broke the record. And they give me absolutely nothing, Loewe.
And Big Laser.
Yeah. Listen to
Big
Bill.
loser. Yeah, good on you, Bill.
Cheer up, Bill.
Oh, we'll tight me and Loewe.
I wait
Me
to
and
see
Loewe
Gary Abbott Senior does his, Bill. I bet you get donuts
Mate,
there as well.
Rubbish.
you
No,
get
we're
nothing.
tight as a drum.
Jeffy Garlett. You're out at 5
Now,
a.m.
what happened, Damo, please?
Purple.
What's happened here? It's his birthday, wasn't it?
It was his birthday, but what he was doing in the city at 5 a.m.
There's no anything after probably 1:30 for mine now. You're looking for trouble. And
Hey, Spud, is that how you roll with the Frawley girls? Sort of the curfew?
What time?
What time?
it's 1 or 1:30, JB, or just
And you're out the front in the chariot?
I'm just sitting at home,
Security-wise?
just waiting, making sure they walk in on their own for a start. On their
Come
own,
on,
Bill.
Spud.
No, I'm telling you, JB, that's not good. There's been some Facebook action with one of your boys too. Anita's all over it. I don't keep up
I don't
with
agree.
it.
I don't agree with Mick Moldhouse saying that nothing happens after one. That's
Well,
no
it
good.
does, Bill. But yeah,
Sometimes
anyway.
you got to hang around.
Yeah.
Here.
Do you, Bill?
Aye, there you
Just
go.
to see if one falls
One more.
Cut one
All
from
right,
the
then.
herd, Bill. Weight
All
of
right.
numbers.
2 a.m. Surely we're going to go now.
The old final dredge?
One more lap. One more lap.
Listener, Bill.
What would you do, Jimmy boy, if one of your board members was on air,
Now
and
then.
said, "You're our coach," and was asked about his team? We're talking about Mark Rasciuto here, who's just joined the board at Adelaide Crows. Asked on air, how did you reckon your team went on the weekend? Oh, well, I reckon we're out-coached. I reckon we haven't got the players. Our list looks a bit thin.
No, I think his exact words, people, you heard it, were, I'm not sure we had a great day in the coach's box. He then rolled Spud into on-field leadership's an issue when things go wrong. And then he said, I think our list's a bit shallow. This is the director of the club, Spud.
But he's Triple M zone, JB. He calls it as he says. I
Hey,
think
Spud.
he needs to water it down a little bit. I would have thought the old route.
He's
Don't
an
say that.
8-time All-Australian, Premiership, former captain, superstar, Mayor of Adelaide.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who tugs his coat purple?
Yeah.
Well, someone will, won't they?
What,
the way,
Rob
the way footy
Chapman
clubs.
or who
Would
tells him?
Sanderson?
Well, what would Rob Chapman say to him?
What, this
and
is
what would he say to Rob
This is
Chapman?
what I'm asking you. It's like, what does Sando say to him? Listen, Roo.
He's up.
He's up. I mean,
We're doing it a bit hard at the moment.
Why don't they send Wire in as the media?
A mediator.
Yeah, just go in there, Warrior, just on consignment there just for a couple of weeks and say, look, Roo, I've got to sit down and we've got to go through these scenarios. You can imagine the Roo and Warrior.
I bumped into Roo today, actually.
Oh,
He was
where at?
in Adelaide.
Whereabouts
Just
in Adelaide?
just in the city of Adelaide.
You haven't been in the city of Adelaide
Yes,
today.
I
You
haven't
just-
been here since this morning.
So what did you ask him then?
Just had a little quick chat to him. But
What
he,
about? Yeah, come on. What about?
About footy?
Did you ask him about what he said and how's that gone down at Adelaide?
No, I didn't touch on that one, Bill.
Oh, you're a bloody journo. Of course you would have asked him that.
Spud, as a former senior coach,
Yep.
imagine one of the directors at Richmond, not the chairman, one of the directors, just saying, I'm not sure we had a good day in the coach's box. How would that have gone down?
I had a few mares, JB, so there would have been some bruised heads around if they had it.
Mate.
As long as you're not walking the tan.
Oh, that's right,
Later
Bill.
on the day.
I'd take it out on the media.
Yeah.
That little
Or
ting in
the poor
yourself.
old media, mate.
Or Ben Holland's manager. That one.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Greg Griffiths, was it?
Purple's bringing out a few of the old
Yeah.
closet
Warwood.
stuff.
Come on, Purple.
Sleeves up.